Alright, hello. So for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and use I have a couple people on Zoom that are sitting here watching. It's just a few of my family members. I know you can't really hear them. I'm recording at my trading setup in the morning, but I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about day trading. So imagine sitting at your computer at 4:30 a.m. every single morning, watching numbers flash green and red, while thousands of dollars move in seconds. For some people, that's terrifying. For others, it's exciting. Like for me, it became something I wanted to learn about. When I first heard about day trading, I thought it was an easy way to make money. Social media is full of people claiming they make thousands of dollars every day with just a few clicks. But after I started learning, I realized there is so much more to it than that. Today, I'd like to explain what day trading is, what I've learned as a newer trader, and why education and risk management are much more important than trying to get rich quickly. So, what is day trading? Day trading is the practice of buying and selling stocks within the same trading day. Unlike long term investors who may hold stocks for months or years, day traders try to profit from short term price movements that happen over minutes or even seconds. The stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time and closes at 4 p.m. During those hours, prices constantly change because buyers and sellers are competing with each other like tug of war. They're fighting back and forth to see who can come out on top. For me, and for a lot of other traders, you can trade before that. I get on the market at about 4:30 a.m. every day and trade until I have to go into work. But not everyone does that. As a new trader, one of the first things I learned is that not every stock is worth trading. Most day traders look for stocks with high trading volume, news releases, or unusual price movement because those stocks tend to have more opportunities. If you trade on something that doesn't move, like Nvidia or Google, it'll only move 1 or 2% a day. But if you trade on something with a news catalyst, it can move up to 30%. And on $1,000 investment, that's $300 in minutes. It's crazy. And one of the biggest things that I learned starting out was that no matter how much preparation happens, there's still a possibility to lose. So many traders spend time scanning stocks that have news, earnings reports, or large price increases in pre-market because they can create a watch list that helps make sure that maybe I will do good with this and it's not as much of a risk to jump in. Another lesson I learned is that successful trading isn't about guessing where a stock will go. Instead, traders use charts to identify patterns, support and resistance levels, volume, and momentum to make the correct decisions. At first, I thought trading would mostly involve clicking the buy and sell buttons. Instead, I discovered that patience is one of the hardest skills to learn. Sometimes the best trade is not to trade at all. Because, yes, you may have a good setup. It may feel like you're in a great spot. But in reality, that trade can kick you in the butt because you never know if it's going to go good or if it's going to go bad. Risk management is the biggest thing that someone can learn. If you continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, that's the definition of insanity. So you always lose. If you continue to do the exact same thing, you're bound to lose. You're bound to be unprofitable. So protect your money first. New traders often focus on how they can make, but experienced traders focus on how much they're willing to lose. Set a daily loss limit. Make sure that you focus on that. Before entering a trade, many traders decide exactly where they'll exit if the stock moves against them. This is called a stop loss. It is important that you use a stop loss because it makes sure that you don't lose your entire investment. It keeps you at a specific point where, yeah, I can make this in a day instead of losing everything and not being able to start again. You just have no chance of going farther. They also avoid risking too much money on a single trade. Even professional traders lose trades every week. The goal isn't to win every time, it's to make sure that one bad trade doesn't wipe out weeks or months of progress. Cut your losses. Don't let it sit. As someone still learning, this has probably been the biggest mindset change for me. At first, I lost almost $2,000 trying to figure out where I wanted to be. But now, I'm profitable. Common misconceptions. There are many myths in day trading. The first myth is that it's easy money. I've spent months and months and months learning this, even years now. Ever since I was 17 in high school, I've been learning this, and I'm about to turn 20 now. Another misconception is that you need to predict the future. Successful traders aren't trying to be perfect. Instead, they're trying to make the odds in their favor. You want a 60% win rate because even a 51% win rate, if you constantly have a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio and you have a 51% win rate, you're profitable. It's that easy. My perspective as a beginner, even though I'm still new to trading, I've learned that it's much more like learning a profession than playing a game. Every day teaches something new. Some days the lesson is about reading charts. Other days it's about controlling emotions or knowing when to step away from the computer. You can have consecutive days for like 1 to even 10 days in a row where you don't take a single trade because maybe it doesn't look good enough. Maybe you just want to sit back, try and learn, practice a little more, and just work on it all. Sometimes you even have to log your trades and make sure that, hey, this is a good idea. Maybe I should focus on this because you've seen how it moves previously. I have some that are written down up here that I shouldn't touch because I've had previous losses on them or they've caused some issues for me. And I post about it daily on TikTok and sometimes on YouTube about the progress that I'm making in these places. It's important to learn from others and not just focus on one specific person because they're not always going to have the correct advice. They're going to talk about how they made it, what the challenges that they faced, and it may not apply to you as others do. For me, I don't focus on TJR because he's more of a rich guy and just rich social media aspect type person. Instead, I focus on like people like Ross Cameron or momentum trading, people like this that tend to have more of the technical side instead of the look at all this money I've made. Hey, I'm awesome, right? So I try to focus on the people that are more down to earth or willing to share their expertise and how that they made it to where they are. Day trading can be exciting, challenging, and rewarding, but it isn't a shortcut to becoming wealthy. As a newer trader, I've learned that success comes from education, patience, and discipline, and managing risk, not from chasing quick profits. Chasing quick profits is how I lost my $2,000 initially. It's not going to work for everyone. You have to manage your risk, otherwise you're never going to stay profitable. While yes, I may have had a couple of successful trades at the start, and overall, I was profitable for a while. But if you continue using a failing strategy, no matter how well you were doing, it's eventually going to fail. And you're going to flop over, and it's just not going to work. Whether someone wants to become a trader or simply understand how the stock market works, because it's an extremely important part of our future as a country and throughout the world, because it is a massive web of just every company, everything. You can learn so much from how price moves. I think one of the biggest lessons is that preparation and self-control are often more valuable than making a perfect trade. You never truly know what's going to happen in the market. And that's all I have. Thank you.